Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of That Comic Show, the podcast. We out here. You know what it is tonight. Tonight is Spider-Man night. So Spider-Man No Way Home second trailer dropped. This has been the trailer people has been waiting on edge for, waiting all day for. This is the movie that they're saying is supposed to end all movies for Spider-Man. It's supposed to be the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. People putting a lot of hype on this already. It is going to be a big movie, but the second trailer came out. So let's not even waste time. I made sure I got this thing set up right. So we're going to do this right. We're going to watch the trailer right now for everybody, and then we're going to talk about it. All right? Let me give this thing the full screen treatment, and let's get to it.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt more. That was when you found out. You botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. You started getting some visitors. From every universe. Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker. I'm sorry, what was your name again? Dr. Otto Octavius. Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name? There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap. You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts. What do you mean? They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid. Yeah, me too. Don't. Look, there has to be another way. There isn't. They're a danger to our universe. You're not gonna take this away from me. Peter, you're struggling. Have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose. This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. What's happening? They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Okay. And of course, we got, like I mentioned,
I'm in this.
you were here. Did you, Travis? We just played the trailer, so please tell me you saw the trailer.
Oh, I saw the trailer.
All right, so welcome. Okay. So I'm not going. I don't want to start this conversation because I don't want nobody saying, "Oh man, you biased and you horrible fan for it." I don't want to hear none of that. So I'm not going to start this. So
let
Rob.
Trav start. Yeah, let one of them two start it.
Yeah, I want one of them. Yeah.
One of us two. All right, cool. So my reaction to this trailer is that it was trash, man. Said no one ever. This trailer is mad dope.
Yo, you kind of scared me, yo. I didn't know where he was going with this one. I didn't know where
He
he was
was
going with this
dead.
one.
Like, yo, they didn't too many people. Nah. It was a dope trailer, man. Like, I think I don't know, man. There's so much to unpack on this trailer, man. Like, number one, it seems like it could be its own story without Toby and Garfield. So I'm kind of curious to see if there really will be in this movie. You know what I mean? Because we can be all hyping it up and they're really not in it. You know, like or something like that. But just based on the trailer, I can see the movie being without them. You know what I mean? And also too, I just want to see how they're going to explain certain things. Like, for example, why is Sandman? All right, I was one. I guess up to the point where they die, probably when they come back. But why is Sandman going against Spider-Man when he pieced it up with the original Spider-Man? You know, or why is Electro? Why is Electro not blue anymore? Like he's just Jamie Foxx now. So I want to see if they're going to just kind of gloss over those things, like just pretend it never happened, or they're going to like explain them. But I'm like, this movie is. I'm telling you, Marvel saved Spider-Man like big time. So I get to like, I know I saw you guys in the chat talking about the poster. I get why the Sony posters are just littered with people recognizable from the MCU. I mean, from people who are not like for the casual moviegoer, to them, it's like Marvel can do no wrong. Even to us, Marvel can do no wrong. But to them, they're thinking Marvel can do no
That's
wrong.
That's a Corey thing. That's a Corey. Marvel can do no wrong to Corey.
No, I don't know about I don't know, but I'm staying that one. But I think this is a dope trailer, man. I mean, I'm glad that. Well, I'm not happy for the runaround, but I'm glad we finally got to see it.
Okay. So colors are everything. Yeah, let's hear you.
It's hard. It's hard for me to. They didn't do anything to support. Oh gosh, I'm saying. My issue is everyone's trying to feel like if Toby and Garfield are going to be. I mean, yeah, Toby and Garfield are going to be in this movie, right? It's going to be hard for me to feel that they're not if their villains are. So my thing is you should have teased that a little bit. That's my. So let me just start there, right? With my expectations, you should have just teased that because I really feel it would be. I will be the 1,000% bamboozled if they don't bring them in, and even then I'd be like, well, why, right? Like, how is it possible that you talk about the fact that these Spider-Man, I mean, these villains are from other universes. We heard Strange say that. The villains came through, but you can't get the heroes?
Well, they said the ghosts.
Yeah, they said they died.
They said the ghosts of people Spider-Man killed.
Yeah, but my thing is Sandman.
I heard that line.
Sandman,
that line. That line is significant.
I mean, we could go back and watch it again.
Well, once again, we only left off at Spider-Man 3 with that. Where Spider-Man and Sandman pieced it up. We don't know. Maybe Sandman changed his mind later. We don't.
And he died later on. I'm not even concerned about that. I just the whole the Toby thing. And here's the crazy thing. I think the trailer was cool. I like it. Let me just say that. There are things though that I'm like, I can see the bamboozle, like the whole Doctor Strange. They're coming through and I can't expect it. I don't even see that being the end of the movie. I see that being smack dab in the middle, right. And we're gonna get a whole nother twist that is next level. Because what I think is finna happen, because we know the multiverse of madness is gonna be his movie. I think that's how we get Daredevil. That's how we get these other things, because you're going to see a collapse, like kind of like a singular point of universes. And that's how you'll be able to see like, hey, kid, I just popped up. I heard your story. I can help you out. Right. That's what and that's like the end of the movie, right? Like we can fix this. So excited for the trailer. It was nice to see the Sinister Six kind of feel to it. You know, it's not a Spider-Man movie if the odds aren't legitimately stacked in every way against him. Like there's just, if he can come out of it okay, then it's not a Spider-Man movie. Like he's and particularly they've done a really good job with our MCU Spider-Man, shared Spider-Man, because I feel like every movie he comes out with both a physical and even an emotional scar. Like every win has its like toll to it, and that's in every movie he's been in, from his
Civil War.
Start off with Civil War and
Infinity War.
His two. Well, because what are his two movies? I feel like I'm forgetting his two, like the names of his two movies. Homecoming
and Far From Home.
Homecoming and Far From Home. Every one of those movies had a just loss to it, and I was like, man, that's tough. So yeah, I mean, I honestly, I really just want to put this whole Toby Garfield thing to bed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know if it is or not, so I can move. Like, honestly, I feel like I just want to move on. Like, if they're not cool, let's move on. If they are, let's move on.
Look, guys, Sony has a problem with giving us the whole movie in the trailers. Let's just be happy that they didn't give us the whole movie in the trailer this time around. If Toby or Andrew is in it or not in it, personally, I really don't want them to be in it. I know the whole fan thing is like, nah, they got to be in it. So the connected three, I'm like, I really don't care about them at this point. I just want to focus on this Spider-Man.
Yo, Garfield. You don't like
I like Garfield Spider-Man.
My Spider-Man.
I like Garfield Spider-Man. I ain't like Toby Spider-Man. I didn't like him at all. The verse for me. So I don't want to see him again. Truthfully, if he comes back as like an old Peter Parker, cool.
And Trav, let's be honest. Like those Spider-Man, they were trying to convince us. Garfield was a pitch too, but they were trying to convince us that these people were kids. Like come on.
He was 40.
He had a 5 o'clock shadow in science class.
The one thing I did like about the trailer was that whole MJ taking over Gwen Stacy's role and that whole fall to your death scene.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking?
Is that gonna play out? I'm not.
That's when the Spider-Man's come through and save her. That's
you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that's he probably talked to I'm thinking both Spider-Man is going to be in the movie, and Garfield is going to explain how Gwen, his love died. So when he's jumping down, he's going to think to himself, "Oh, not to do that, because I don't want to make a repeat." And you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, and that might mess up the universe even more.
I think he'll miss it. I actually think that's when they'll come in. I actually think it'll seem like he'll lose her, and they will and like save her at the last minute.
And it's probably gonna be Andrew's Spider-Man too to save her.
Hold on, Corey. You think this MJ death scene is kind of like a absolute point in time where you can't change it no matter what? Is it gonna go in that way since that was Doctor Strange episode in
well, no.
Oh yeah,
Doctor Strange episode.
A fixed because technically in the other universes, in Toby's universe, MJ is definitely still alive.
Yeah,
she would have to be Gwen Stacy in order for it to happen. Or what the fixed point could be is that he has to lose a loved one. What if Spider-Man has? Well, because I'm thinking about it, right? Like both in the comic books, it always happens, and in the movies, no, because all of Toby's loved ones lived.
Yeah, only Andrew Garfield's.
But what if it happens after? So I'm gonna throw out, this is a quick fan theory, obviously. So what if for Spider-Man, the fixed point for him, because fate, Doctor Strange mentioned fate, is that he has to lose a loved one. It doesn't matter. So his line says, I can't save everyone. He has to pick between Aunt May or MJ. One of them will have to die. So again, he comes out as a winner, but he'll still always have that emotional toll.
Here's my thing. I love where you're going with this, Rob, but here's my thing. This entire trailer, that was the one part of the trailer I did not like. I'll tell you why.
I forgot. Corey don't like romance. My bad.
I'll tell you
all action.
You forgot.
That's our bad. No cuddling, nothing.
With Tobey Maguire.
That's our bad.
MJ always in trouble. MJ's always in trouble. When it came to Garfield, Gwen Stacy always in trouble. I'm like, all right, man. This time, this MJ, she seemed a bit more, hip to like, all right, well, I could take care of myself. I don't got to put myself in all of these issues with Spider-Man or whatever. And then I'm seeing that at the end, she's at the top of this tower or the Empire. What was it? The Statue of Liberty. And now she's falling off. I'm like, man, like, do we have? It's like what you said last time. Except to be awesome. Like, you have a checklist. Check. I felt like I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this again, where she's falling off and he has to now jump to save her, either with his web. I felt that the Garfield Spider-Man, I felt they did that perfect. I don't ever want to see that recreated. With the web coming out his hands, I thought that was perfect.
That was so tragic. I want to see that reenacted. That broke my heart.
Yo, and I'm like, I don't want to see. If you're not, I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that again. So I was just like, oh man, we got to do this again.
But it's kind of different because this is like what? Well, she was in trouble in the first. No, she wasn't. She wasn't in trouble in the first one or the second one.
Like she stayed away from the trouble.
Yeah,
like
so
she ran with the group.
the
I'm like,
first
why are you even up there
first
with
series, MJ was in trouble everywhere. Like she couldn't go outside. She was in trouble.
Yeah,
Yo,
literally.
I hate that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
literally.
Spider-Man is so beyond that type of like, damsel
Bro.
in distress and everything like that. I felt like MJ was more like, she's more hip to that. So
You know,
I was
another
like,
criticism.
I kind of don't want to see that.
A small thing. To your point, there were some scenes in there where I was like, this looks very CG. And I'm not used to that. Marvel usually does really well. Like some of the Doctor Strange scenes, I was like, it does look like y'all are standing on the forefront and not in. And I'm hoping that's going to change for the movie. As you talk about like not seeing, I was like,
Yeah,
Probably
I
not.
kind of got that vibe too. Like a lot of it was like, I mean, and again, some of the characters did de-age them. So the actor who played Dr. Octavius, obviously
that's not even the
de-aged him a
scene. Like
lot.
that was, like I'm talking about when they're in the Sanctum Sanctorum. And it was like, this looks real plasticky, anyway, he was your
yeah. No, that one scene, what's the name was talking, MJ was talking in the background. It did look like it looked like cardboard, like construction paper. So I'm like, they're probably gonna polish that up before the movie drops. Yeah, they got it.
Overall, I thought the trailer just confirmed what the posters have already spoiled in a sense. All the different Sinister Six characters that's supposed to be in this movie, or all the villains from other Spider-Man movies that's going to be there. And I think Jamie Foxx looked way better than what he did.
Oh my gosh!
Can we shout them out?
Nice.
Can we shout out they gave the classic Electro mask?
I was like, see, that's why you got to you got to let Marvel do its thing, man. Sony,
because they find ways to make it grounded.
To Sony's credit, though, or I guess whatever, he does look like that in I think the Ultimate version or something like that. The one of the universes, he does look like that, like same concept, same everything.
With the blue,
everything. He looks just like that. So they did nail it, but it was just terrible.
I mean,
it was terrible.
Classic,
I read the Ultimate version.
Keep it simple.
Why do I not read? I'm gonna check that out because I remember reading Ultimate Universe Spider-Man. I read all. I don't
know if it's that one, but I know in recent years he's looked like that now. Okay. The other one I guess looked too campy. It's kind of like when we saw old Loki and Loki. That style, that outfit is just like
classic. Yeah,
that classic look. Yeah.
But, that's what us as comic book fans want to see.
Yeah, we want to see it. Yeah.
Here's something that I feel like Marvel right now, and I'm gonna sound very, very deceptive on this, is when did we get the shift to the multiverse language as opposed to the variant timeline language, right? Like, when did that come about?
Let's not bring this up right now because I have no idea how to explain this.
I'm saying you're never gonna try.
I do.
You can try.
So, all right. So the very first mention of a multiverse theory was in last Spider-Man, Far From Home, with Mysterio. So they mentioned that.
They debunk it though, right? They debunk this idea that like there's a multiverse, and so because I remember that I do. But we realized
they didn't actually debunk it.
They didn't debunk it because Spider-Man was like, so that there is a multiverse there. So it's almost as if it was something that he was either studying or he came across or whatever that it mentioned.
So where does that fall on top of this idea of timelines and variants? Because what I'm saying is I think the idea, what we saw in Loki, is the idea of a multiverse, right? This idea that a branching timeline creates the separate path and separate existence, and therefore it's a separate universe. Right. My thing is, when are we going to reconcile that language? Because ultimately, these are either variants of potential spot. You know what I mean? It's like, so there is a potential Doc Ock somewhere in our.
Well,
let me answer that though. Let me answer that because I think I get what you're saying, but if you think about it, this is going to be our first movie with the whole multiverse with the multiverse concept, along with Loki. Not Black Widow, of course, they wasn't going to mention this in Black Widow because it doesn't fit, obviously, But this is the first movie that could expand on that. You know what I mean? Even Eternals kind of touched on it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first movie that's going to expand.
Going deeper, where the language of variants and stuff came from was from Kang. This was Kang's whole plan. Remember, Kang, the one that created TVA. he knew about the multiverse, and he was like, "Nah, we gotta shut that down."
So, but he didn't call
we
it
gonna
multiverse. He just called it.
call people that's from a multiverse variants, so we could shut them down, so that our universe doesn't connect to their universe, where
You
there's a
gotta go be
bad guy
dead.
that could come to take over
So,
our
but,
universe.
right? But Kang
So I
didn't
think
use
I
the
think that was
language
just
multiverse, though, right? Like that's my
What
thing.
happened?
I'm with you. I remember. I understood the concept that Kang explained, but I don't think he used the word multiverse.
yeah. Remember when when he had
Well,
Loki and Sylvia at the last episode?
I'm about to watch that
He was-
episode again.
but not even
he was
that.
explaining
The
the whole
clock,
multiverse.
Miss
He
Minutes,
said the
Miss
word.
Minutes, Miss Minutes mentioned multiverse too. So,
Yeah.
and that was the first episode.
I'm definitely gonna go back and watch
Yeah,
that.
'cause,
So
All
that
right,
was
so
the first episode to Bridget.
Yeah,
which is
'cause King
exactly
was
why I
saying-
feel like
King was saying there's like a whole multi-universal war, and I ended it.
Yeah.
I ended it.
Yeah.
The way he ended it was isolating his timeline to make sure that only his timeline doesn't connect to any other timelines or
Yeah.
universes. So
and
you
you
don't have to worry about
you
another
see
thing.
what you're doing just now? That's the issue, right? That's the kind of
Hey, I'm just trying to tell you what we know so far. That's all I know so far. That's all you know.
I,
But
I
no,
get it.
Explain it.
Colors, to your point though, you're right though about one thing though, because there should be a variant of Doc Ock, because if you think about it in Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, there is an alternate version of Doc Ock. So they have to kind of explain where are these other villains from that universe, from the current timeline, where are they? Or maybe they haven't been established yet, you know what I mean? Like, or they're coming, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to make sense because we've seen Loki, we've seen all these other stuff, so they're gonna have to make that make sense. So I do.
This brings me back to the Eternals. My Eternals thing, real quick, is that the larger this universe goes, somebody's got to be connecting the red strings between it all, because there are people like us who have no problem trying to connect the red strings. They're like, you won't get this over on me.
Yeah, you said that differently over there. Don't try to.
I'm still excited for it, but that's just, I feel like they need to help because, I know our TV shows, and we got that, they dropped everything on Disney Plus, and I'm like, yo, I'm most excited. Here's what's crazy. I'm actually most excited for She-Hulk.
She-Hulk?
You are? Yeah.
Over a movie?
She-Hulk looks low budget. She-Hulk looks low budget to me. I'm not gonna lie. It looks low budget. It looks like
when did we start talking about She-Hulk, man?
He brought it up.
We try to explain multiverses stuff. I think
I was gonna mention something.
Okay, go ahead.
The ancient one, she mentioned something to Strange in Doctor Strange about different universes and multiverses. So I mean,
there's an infinite multiverse out there. Yeah, she did that. We pull energies from all these different things. She did say that. Yeah.
But what Travis was saying, and to Travis's point, this is going to be the very first movie, to my knowledge, that they've ever pulled from the same property, Spider-Man, but from different entities. So Tobey Maguire's universe, Andrew Garfield's universe. This is the first time we're actively acknowledging the fact that in the 90s, the late 90s, there was a Spider-Man universe, and then there was another Spider-Man universe, and now there's the third Spider-Man universe. I don't think no other studio has ever done something like this, with the exception of maybe Flash whenever it comes out.
So what's not going to be surprising though, and I think Marvel, the legal team, needs to get this. What if we get a Miles Morales? Because he won't be Spider-Man. Like Marvel might be able to keep him because you can just call him Miles, right? And not use the title Spider-Man. And so therefore Sony can keep their Spider-Man, and the Marvel Universe will just have Miles Morales.
Unless they own the name Miles Morales with that whole, I don't know.
I mean,
Miles technically was in the first Spider-Man movie. So allegedly.
The Prowler. The Prowler was in there.
Yeah, it's
no, I'm not talking about Spider-Verse. I'm talking about the first Far From Home or Homecoming.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Prowler.
Yeah, his uncle. Yeah, his uncle was in there.
His uncle was in it, but they said one of the students on the bus, I think he was listed as Miles Morales or something like that. Or I heard that he could be one of the students there, but
it all depends on how property rights go. Because if Sony bought the rights to all Spider-Man, but it was like certain material to a certain point, Miles Morales technically is an Ultimate version Spider-Man. So it might be that because Ultimate Spider-Man goes in front of it, or the Ultimate Universe, they might be able to get a loophole inside there. Either way, man, I think I'm excited for this movie. And to be honest, it's only 3 weeks away, or right?
Wow,
about a month.
Yeah,
maybe a month. Sorry, I'm off. Flat out.
Exactly a month. 16th December.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Look
what
at
they doing, man. Like honestly, I mean, this trailer for me, this trailer didn't really move the needle for me. It
Same here.
literally it just confirmed everything that I wanted to see. I wanted to see the villains. I wanted to see who was in there. I like the fact that in this story, it seems as though that Doctor Strange wants to fix the universe as to say, hey, listen, these are ghosts. These are all people that Spider-Man have killed and have defeated. So at this point, you know, we got to put them back where they belong. And
But this is Doc Ock, and if anyone has played, if you have a PS, 4 or 5, you should, and if you don't, I'm sorry. And you played the Spider-Man game, the single property, that Doc Ock was what I think we may get out of this Doc Ock, because he was brilliant, but he was also ruthless. Remember, Doc Ock is still a genius.
He is. Yeah. But do you think that's the type of Doc Ock we would get? Like at the end of Spider-Man 2,
different worlds, right? Different opportunity.
What was that?
Different world, different opportunity. If I get an opportunity to live, right? Because look at what happened to his Doc Ock arm too. I feel like he got to got into some nanotech, and I feel like this world has
it does look different than Spider-Man 2.
And I'm saying, I think if I'm somebody who's a genius in this opportunity, like this world has things that it didn't have. The world I died in didn't have. So what if there's a way for me to get access to that? Helping him may help me.
Okay, I can see that. I can
see Doc Ock being the one at the end of all thing, being the villain, like because he's the smartest out of all the Sinister Six, of course.
Wait, you think your favorite character is going to be in it? Venom, because he was at the end of.
I'm sorry, were you talking about Deceptively Awesome? Is that you said?
No,
I was talking to all.
He's definitely pointing to you.
Nah, Carnage coming through. Carnage gonna come through and take care of all that.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for that joint to come on HBO for free. Then I will watch
it. Wow.
Horrible.
You know what?
Not wasting your time, man.
There was only 5 villains that they showed. If we're doing Sinister Six, you know, they're keeping that 6 villain hidden.
Wait.
Sandman, Doc Ock, Electro.
No, they showed 6. They showed Lizard. You didn't see Lizard?
Lizard. That's still 5. Sandman.
That's 5. Yeah.
Doc Ock. Goblin. Electro. And Lizard. That's only 5.
Oh yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
That's 5.
So then it's gonna be Venom. Oh I want to eat you, Spider-Man. Like, his gimmick is so corny.
We might get his classic suit.
No.
Yeah.
This might introduce
the
symbiote to the Marvel universe.
He needs to drop it off and then go where he's going.
That's too spot on. I don't think that's going to be the 6th one. Who else is in a row? Mysterio. That's who the last one is. Mysterio.
They say Craven.
Oh, Mysterio.
Why even introduce Craven in all of this madness?
Nah,
that's
Craven
it's going to be Mysterio. It's going to be Mysterio. Well, because what if in another universe that Mysterio's alive? We know ours is he's not even dead, right? No, he shot himself, right? He's dead.
He's dead.
So what if we get another universe's Mysterio come through?
Like they said, yeah.
Yeah, I think another Mysterio. That'd be the 6th one. That makes sense.
Are we taking bets? I don't know if it's gonna be Mysterio because we saw him last time. I mean, I think they kind of wanna.
Yeah, I think they're on the where they always add something new. They never go back.
So we really want to put our money on Venom though?
I hope not.
I'm just saying, you know for sure that Venom is in this universe at this moment.
But at the end of Venom, why would they even show that at the end of Venom if they're not going to put him in the movie?
Oh, you look tasty.
Rob, we just want his symbiote. That's it.
You know what it is?
We take the symbiote and we throw him back into his universe.
They might pull a Spider-Man 3 and introduce Venom in the 3rd act. What if what we saw going on
too much?
We already the 2nd act of the movie.
We already see how that ruined the film. So
what if it's Venom? What if it's Venom from the 3rd one?
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Don't do that. That don't make no sense.
Two butchered Venoms fighting each other.
I am no longer.
I'm walking out the movie to that at that point.
I gave you one solid 30 minutes because I ain't listening to y'all about this Venom thing.
I'm like, yo,
I'm
y'all
so
not taking
upset
this
about
serious.
that.
I'm like, Sony, y'all not taking this serious. Marvel, shame on you for letting Sony take the lead on this one. This ain't their role.
Just wouldn't it be nice to get a nice Venom and like because Venom has a dope arc, right? He has a dope
He is
story
a
arc.
dope arc, yeah.
Yes.
Like I'd love to see the Vicious tear you apart and evolve into this new vigilante. Like, see, like,
And
let's have that.
Flash could become Venom. Like we could change it up. It won't be had to
Yeah,
be Eddie Brock.
Flash. I thought,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
true.
I thought the dude, the Flash Thompson in this universe, I feel as though that he was going to become Venom.
And you kind of seen his dark side in like Far From Home, where like he's like
His mom.
for some reason his mom is out somewhere, like he don't know, he's all alone. So it's perfect, perfect way to get the Venom suit.
I look forward to the month, yeah. I look forward to the month.
All right, yo, fellas, I appreciate y'all coming on. I know it's late. I know y'all gotta get going. I gotta get going. Obviously, this kid, he wakes up. I don't even understand. You know, he wanted to be a part of the conversation, so it's all good. Listen, this movie comes out on the 16th. Ticket sales go out on the 29th. I'm trying to be there Thursday night. I'm gonna try my best to be there Thursday night. So I gotta try to make this thing work. I hope y'all do the same so we can talk about it that weekend and just go through everything. At this point, I'm thinking that this is gonna be, with the exception of Into the Spider-Verse, because that's a cartoon in my view. I'm thinking that this might be the greatest Spider-Man movie ever.
Man, you going? I never expect that high. That's too high.
I'm putting it that high because of all the original actors from the old Spider-Man movies in this movie.
Yeah.
And the fact
You
that
can't set your expectations that high. That always
when I saw this,
to have.
I'm like, it's gonna make $2 billion. It's gonna make $2 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, money.
It's gonna obliterate the box office.
Oh, you guys crazy.
I feel as though Marvel has been setting this up, and this is going to open up everything. So I feel like it's going to be the greatest movie.
Legend, I'm with you.
You know what? If they put a Celestial in there, I'll say it's the greatest movie.
Oh, okay.
That'd be so random. He's just in the background.
Yeah, he just pops up at the end. Like, I don't know, man.
No story relevance at all. He's just in the background.
I want Galactus, man. I want Galactus. That's it.
What if they ended with Galactus and then Fantastic Four, like, oh, we're here now? And then
that'd be.
All right, Chels, this is when y'all know you're tired. I'm out of here because y'all just start throwing out random stuff, man. Y'all.
All right, yo, y'all be easy. If y'all haven't seen the trailer, people watching, go watch that trailer. It's a good trailer.
All right, Chels.
It's good.
All right, fellas.
All right, fellas.
Guys. Night.
Later.
Fun. Y'all take care. Be easy. Be safe.